Oh man, it has been a crazy week. I am still quite sick. I've been shoveling snow for most of the day. So just bear with me, please. Just give me a little bit of grace. It's going to be a little rough. Also, I shortened the show. I just didn't have the time. Still wanted to do a show, but didn't want to have to pull all of the stories for everything for the week. But I think we can all agree that what's going on over the last few days in Minneapolis and Minnesota in general is important enough that we really just need to talk about it. I also am going to include a meme section at the end, as well as a couple of links that I've pulled that are going to be post YouTube. So there will be a section that will be after YouTube, guys. So if you're on YouTube, I appreciate the support, but just remember, you are not going to see the entire show. If you want to see the entire show, you need to come to Rumble or come to X, because there are just some of the videos that are good videos, but I cannot show them on YouTube because copyright will pull the video down. It'll demonetize the stream. It'll do all of those fun things. So we just play those on a segment after YouTube. So again, thank you for the support on YouTube. I see Shell's already posted. Thank you very much. We have X. Everyone repost the live. Yes, please repost the live, guys. It's the only way that my show gets out there. It's with y'all's support. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. In fact, I did not title the stream like I should, but that's okay, since we are just primarily talking about Minnesota, guys. But do me a favor first and check out the profile, please. Go to patriotdad.org. That has the links to all of the different ways that you can support me. I have a couple of other ways that are coming down the pike that are in the works. I will get those links added. I need to talk to Siraj about the difficulty of getting the links updated. Again, I am wrapping up the Men's Empowerment Network that is going to be going out of business, and that's fine. The market has spoken. It is what it is. I think there's a demand for it, but maybe it's just not the right time. Maybe I'll revisit that at a later date, but that's okay. That's how we learn. We test the market. The market tells us, right? You can't force it. We're not all Somali daycares, guys. You can't just have an artificial market that the politicians support through money laundering and bribery. Some of us actually, have to work for a living. Some of us have to, try to make ends meet in these trying times. So I appreciate the support that you guys do give me just by showing up. Apparently my ability to get tips is gone. Interesting. I just noticed that on my profile. My tip is gone. Well, you can go to patriotdad.org and you can buy me a cup of coffee instead. I will look to sort that out. Maybe I no longer meet the requirements because the algorithm has been hell lately, guys. It's been real hell, but that's okay. We're still here. And that's the important thing, is we need to talk about the things that need talking about. So let's get moving on, guys. Dr. Oz and Jim O'Neill discovered a former linen factory in Minnesota, converted it into 400 Medicaid businesses, guys, generating $500 million. Now, an old factory turned into 400 businesses, many of them located at the same addresses, guys. This is the thing that we are trying to fight. This is the thing that they are trying to distract us from with what's going on right now in the streets. They are trying to distract us away from the fact that we were, until very recently, having a conversation about fraud, about money laundering, about bribery, purchasing of elections, corruption to the highest level in Minnesota, guys. We were talking about this not just in Minnesota, but we were exposing Democrat corruption in Wisconsin. We are seeing it in California, Oregon, Washington. We are seeing it in Virginia now with Governor Schmamberger. We are seeing it everywhere. And you notice one person dies and the conversation, the narrative shifts. They're trying to pull us off the real conversation. The real conversation is tens of billions of dollars of taxpayer money was stolen and coordinated by what appears to be, in my opinion, the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. The Uniparty is helping these migrant communities set up shop. They are coordinating their training in how to set up businesses to defraud the people. They are taking kickbacks, in my opinion. Why else would they be doing this, guys? They're getting votes for it, in my opinion. Again, I'm going to say that a lot tonight because, well, for legal reasons, it is my opinion that these things are happening. I have no definitive proof, but if you look at enough things happening repeatedly, over and over and over, what else are you going to expect? Now we have a federal judge blocking the federal inferior court judge blocking the federal government's lawsuit trying to get voter data from Georgia. We have an error or a duplication rate in excess of 33% in voter registrations in the state of Virginia. We have so many other stories, guys, that are exposing corruption, cheating, scandals, fraud. But now what is the entire narrative about? The entire narrative is about ICE. The entire narrative is about one activist who was killed. I'll reserve my judgment, guys. It doesn't look great for the federal government optics-wise, but the settled case law in this is if the agents felt, because the other agent yelled, gun, if they felt that they were in imminent threat or that their colleagues were in imminent danger of lethal action, then they are by law allowed to use lethal force. Look, legal but awful, maybe. I also hate the entire narrative right now that you see people pushing where it's, the intent is shown by the fact that this person showed up to the protest with a firearm, with 2 extra magazines, as if this is some extremely large arsenal. It's not. Guys, people can legally carry firearms. There are cases, however, and state laws that restrict the ability to do so. Whether I disagree with those or not is irrelevant at this point. I personally think the Second Amendment and the Constitution is your right to bear arms, and these restrictions are unconstitutional, but they exist right now. So in the state of in the state of Minnesota, because that's where this is happening, it is illegal to concealed carry without identification. So this person was breaking the law. They were not carrying their concealed weapon legally. Now, as a concealed carry holder myself, I understand that I must follow the rules when I do so. I don't agree with the rules, but they are the current rules. If I violate those rules, they're probably going to take it from me. They'll probably arrest me. And if there is an altercation, which there won't be, because I am not going to fist fight law enforcement in the streets like an idiot. And if I do, I probably am at risk of being shot. Because fist fighting law enforcement while carrying a firearm is stupid. It's a very high risk, stupid idea. So, that said, which was a lot, it is tragic that this person lost their life, but it is being used. They are martyring this individual to I don't know, whatever. They're loosening up a reason to riot, to agitate, they call protest. That's not what they're doing. They're insurrecting. They are using this person as a reason to insurrect. Now, again, this is a distraction from the real discussion. The real discussion is there is tens of billions of dollars of fraud happening. The uniparty is being structured in a way that it is funneling money to these people in exchange for votes, in my opinion, in exchange for money, in my opinion. And there's things in these last events over the last few days that are being coordinated by people in state government. We're seeing Gavin Newsom come out and speak. We're seeing, what's her dumbass in the worst, Hochul. Not Hochul. Shell, maybe you can help me. The idiot governor up there in, I think it's Michigan. The female tried to abduct herself in a failed plan. Guys, these other governors, these leftist governors, are coming out in support. Tim Walz is coming out in support of the insurrectionists, to the point where we have a story in a little bit where they're using the National Guard in Minnesota to give coffee and donuts to anti-ICE agitators and insurrectionists. It's a little bit wild, don't you think? Whitmer, thank you. Gretchen Whitmer. That's right, Shell. Thank you very much. Hello, Karen. Good to see you in the chat as well. Guys, the fact that we have Whitmer, Newsom, Walz, whatever the new broad in, I think it was Oregon or Washington, one of those, that young girl. We have Spamberger in Virginia. We have all of these leftist governors coming out in support of the insurrection that is being perpetrated by the state of Minnesota and its browncoats. Here we have a clip where Trump is talking about denaturalized citizens, the Somalis mostly, who are defrauding the government, what he plans to do about it. Let's watch it real quick.
We're also going to revoke the citizenship of any naturalized immigrant from Somalia or anywhere else who is convicted of defrauding our citizens. We're going to...
Exactly, guys. This is the conversation we were having last week. This is the conversation we were having until just a few days ago. Denaturalize, deport all illegals, deport every illegal, DEI, guys, the kind of DEI I can get behind. Other than that, I don't know what it is. We should not be talking about anything else right now other than the insurrection that is occurring. We have a state government that is blatantly standing in against the federal government and interfering with federal law enforcement. So denaturalize and deport. This is the conversation we should be having. And, in my opinion, send troops to states and remove from power and charge with sedition and insurrection the people that are leading this. The people on the ground, sure, throw them in jail, give them light sentences. They're being idiots. The people that are in charge of this, the people from the left, the communists, the uniparty members, need to face permanent legal consequences. Treason, insurrection, and the like. Kara says Walz and Frey could just coordinate and cooperate with the federal law enforcement. Yes, that's correct, Karen. And people have been arguing for the last few days of, look, why are you focusing in Minnesota? There are far fewer criminal aliens in Minnesota than, let's say, Texas or Florida. Well, I will offer you this explanation, and that explanation is those states are cooperating with federal law enforcement and honoring ICE detainer requests. Those states are not fighting the federal government's enforcement of immigration law. Minnesota is. California is. Washington is. Oregon is. Virginia is now. Maine was. Doesn't really seem like that lasted very long. Guys, the states that are directly standing against federal immigration law are the ones where these issues are going to happen. And notice they are all blue states, or at least the blue cities in red states. Karen says, even Obama, that's right. Even Obama said that he had to enforce all laws, even the ones that he disagreed with. That's correct, except now that the left is not in power, now the left is going to fight tooth and nail, which they've been very good at for well over 100 years, guys. They've been fighting this long game. Don't kid yourself. Don't think that this is something that started recently under Trump in 2016. It did not. They've been doing this for well over a century, guys. They have been moving the goalposts. They have been making progress. The progressives have been making progress in the name of progress for over a century. Now, let's finish this clip. It's not that much longer.
Going to get him the hell out of here, Fez.
We need to. Now, where has Trump been? Where has his administration been over the last few days? I am seeing messages from Tim Pool and others on X that is basically saying Trump is being too weak. I agree. He's not coming out publicly saying anything against this, at least not very loudly. And I also don't see Pam Bondi doing a damn thing. Pam, get off your ass or get out. These people need to be behind bars.
And if you come to America to rob Americans, we're throwing you in jail and we're sending you back to the place from where you came.
Now, what about the people in the government that are supporting this, that are facilitating it, that are training these people, Trump? What about those people? Why are we not seeing any arrests yet? Now, for the Queasy, I'm sorry, I should have warned you. This guy got his fingertip bitten off. Yeah, so we have an ICE agent from HSI. You can see the vest. An HSI agent had the tip of his, looks like his ring finger, bitten off by an agitator, by an insurrectionist. The left loved to talk about how the right was so awful when it came to January 6th. We know people in our audience, friends of ours that were at January 6th in 2021. Guys, they weren't doing this. And yet they got wrapped up. Literal animals, Karen, you are correct. They're literally biting people's fingers off, right? Like, the definition of resisting arrest is you are chewing parts of somebody else's body off to fight to get free. Gross, guys. But the left will still say mostly peaceful. Then you got this. Bavino had this short statement. Let's listen to this.
When, as a politician, if you choose collusion and corruption as a choice, then there are consequences and actions that take place because of that. That's one reason the U.S. Border Patrol and ICE are here in Minneapolis by the thousands, is because of those choices.
Yes, like I said, the governments in places like Texas are cooperating with federal law enforcement, with ICE. Places like Minneapolis are not. They literally changed their state flag to be like a Somali flag, guys. They've been invaded. They've been taken over. The state is lost. The state is actively insurrecting against the United States. The lieutenant governor, Peggy Flanagan, instructed leftists in how to protest. Listen from Lieutenant Governor of Minnesota, Peggy Flanagan's mouth.
If you are sick and tired of your government being ransacked by Donald Trump and his minions, literally taking away health care from your neighbors, stealing food off of the table from
you mean your neighbors that defrauded the U.S. government and the taxpayers and stole money from us? You mean those neighbors, Ms. Flanagan?
From seniors and children.
Seniors and children, are they criminal alien seniors and children? Are they committing fraud? Are they seniors and children that are insurrecting, that are out in public directly interfering with federal law enforcement? Are those them? Or are you talking about the 5-year-old that the left tried to say was kidnapped by ICE, when in fact the 5-year-old's parent fled ICE and abandoned that child, and federal law enforcement took them into care? Not custody, care. Like that? But Karen says they are mistreating anyone they assume is ICE. Yes, I have seen multiple videos of people who are not ICE, streamers that are in Minneapolis, that are getting pulled out of their cars and assaulted. Let's see what this one is. We have an article from Karen. Thank you, Karen. It says NYPD detectives say they were disrespected at NYU after going for treatment. Yeah, guys, there's also this story where we had 3 NYPD, I believe it was police officers, that went to the emergency room for treatment. They arrived and were confronted by security guards who questioned who they were and why they were there. The detectives were in plainclothes and explained that one of them needed treatment for a minor injury after a scuffle with a suspect. They were detained, and one of them was refused entry with his service weapon, which, by the way, you're not supposed to be able to do that. No individual, especially NYPD detectives injured in the line of duty, should ever be subjected to such treatment, guys. The hospital staff delayed treatment and denied access to the hospital to a NYPD plainclothes officer because they suspected that they were ICE. We're seeing government agency that is supposed to be enforcing some kind of immigration, but instead what's going on is terrorizing people. This is from Zohran Mamdani himself. Mayor had not heard of the incident until the reporter asked him about it. Yeah, guys. New York is lost. Says she is an admin for the protester Signal chat. Yes, that's also true.
And
I have that story here in just a little bit as well, Karen.
generally being uncool with the fact that our neighbors are being disappeared. P.S. Without due process, it
Okay. So here, due process, guys. Crash course. Due process is not a proper noun. It is not a thing. It is a description. Now, the left will argue that these people are being deprived of due process, and they're arguing that it is the due process means they define due process as a trial by jury. Well, it turns out the process due to a criminal alien under certain circumstances is expedited removal. There is just an executive court because the immigration court system is under the purview of the executive branch. It is not a judicial branch entity. So they get an expedited hearing at an immigration court, an executive process. That is the due process for a criminal alien that meets the requirements for expedited removal. That's it. The process that they are due is to go in front of a judge, possibly, maybe not. Sometimes the Secretary of State can just designate them for removal. That is the legal process that is due a criminal alien. That's it. No trial by jury. That's it. No court date in a judicial court. No. Nope. That is not the due process. The process due a criminal alien. The left loves to use language improperly. They try to redefine terms and weaponize them. The process due a criminal alien is not what she is implying.
is just called kidnapping, then show
No. It's being detained and being deported. That's it.
up and use your voice. Put your body on the line and use nonviolent direct action with
Put your body on the line and use nonviolent direct action.
is one of the most important tools in our toolbox to say
Who's our toolbox? Who's our there, ma'am? We know because we've seen that you are also an admin in the Signal chats, but our? Interesting.
I am not okay. I will not go silently into the night. I will join arms with my friends, with my neighbors, and with people who generally believe that folks should be able to afford their lives, should be treated with dignity, and as human beings.
Interesting that they never argued this for U.S. citizens. Why is it that these leftists have never made that argument? Let me play that little part again. Why has none of them ever made this argument for U.S. citizens?
Folks should be able to afford their lives, should be treated with dignity, and as human beings. Then we need to see you there.
Then we need to see you there. A direct call to action, folks. And then this. At 9:05, DHS law enforcement officers were conducting a targeted operation in Minneapolis against an illegal alien wanted for violent assault. An individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, which turns out is potentially defective. A lot of the gun tubers that I'm seeing post about this firearm is that it is a high risk of accidental discharge just by design. Officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the suspect violently resisted. More details on the armed struggle are forthcoming. Fearing for his life and the lives of and safety of fellow officers, agent fired defensive shots. Now, there is a clip. It looks like the first shot may have been from this gun when it was removed from the possession of the insurrectionist. There are videos online of this exact firearm. If you squeeze... So they removed this from the custody of the insurrectionist. Yes, if you squeeze the slide against the lower on this firearm, sometimes it accidental discharges. So it looks like in one of the clips that I saw that when it was disarmed from the individual, the insurrectionist, it looks like it went off. An accidental discharge, which is a flaw in the design of this SIG firearm. That discharge then spooked the agents into thinking that a shot had been fired by the suspect, which then caused the agent to return fire, believing that the other agents were at risk. Suspect had 2 magazines and no ID. The 2 magazines is irrelevant, guys. Again, who gives a shit? No ID is a problem because locally in that state, it is illegal to conceal carry without an ID. So that was illegal. Not that I'm saying it justified anything, but in my opinion, this shooting is legal but awful. Looks like the individual, see this part I disagree with. I don't like Homeland Security is being hyperbolic. I disagree with this statement. Saying somebody had 2 magazines and a firearm means that they wanted to massacre law enforcement. That's a stretch, guys. I don't believe that's true. It says about 200 rioters arrived at the scene. See, this is, I think, the response they were going for. I don't think that this individual wanted to be shot and killed, but I think they wanted to see ICE step it up. Tom Peter says, just another liberal numbskull. Yeah, true. Making a lot of very bad decisions, guys. Don't fist fight law enforcement in the street. If you believe you've been wrongfully detained or arrested, fight it in court. That goes for any law enforcement interaction, guys. Don't fist fight the cops. Don't try and de-arrest people, which is a term these idiots use. They are trying to de-arrest or unarrest. I forget I'm not one of them. I forget. It's one of those 2 terms and it's stupid. Basically, they are trying to make it uncomfortable enough for a law enforcement individual who is performing an arrest. They're trying to make it so uncomfortable that they just leave. They're trying to unarrest the person. That is what this interference is designed to do. But then you have the governor coming on, and the governor is making it worse, guys. I think, in my opinion, Governor Walz wants this to get worse. Let's listen to this video real quick. I may not play all of it, but let's listen to parts of it. Come on.
Made this request before. Is there any reason to believe that it will be answered differently? Have you had any conversations with the president, with the federal government, and is there any indication that they are going to pull out or back down?
He's asking if there's been any communication with the federal government or the president on whether or not ICE is going to back down.
Well, I spoke twice this morning, shortly after I received the call of this shooting. I spoke with the president's chief of staff. And
also, can we just say that why are the sign language people always different? Is there like no normal lefty that does sign language?
First request was to get her people out of there, to get these federal agents out of there.
No.
They were going to cause more chaos. And the second call is, with no uncertain terms, that we will investigate this. We will not be stonewalled. What we've already seen, and you saw it this morning, before any investigation is done, you have the most powerful people in the federal government spinning stories and putting up pictures and unrelated people who we don't know anything about, and a picture of a firearm to try and spin a narrative.
Nope.
Oh, wait. Try to spin a narrative. Weird. Pot, meet kettle. Kettle, meet pot. The iron law, the iron rule of hypocrisy, guys.
And I just...
Also, the iron rule of projection still remains undefeated. I have a shirt for that. Just remember. In fact, give me just a second. I've got to do a better job promoting my merch. So let me promote this one, because this is one of the designs that Shell came up with, guys. If you want to know, the iron law of projection remains undefeated. This design is up on the merch store, guys. Check it out. Go to the profile. Enjoy it. Let's get the story pulled back up and let's finish that video.
I ask Americans, this will end when enough Americans say this will end. Do I have any confidence Donald Trump will do the right thing? No, I don't have a lot of confidence Donald Trump will do the right thing.
Again, they're just trying to distract us from the conversation we were having not 3 days ago. This state is rife with fraud. This state has been stealing money. This state has been giving money to criminal aliens who have been brought here, trained, in my opinion, how to commit this fraud by people in government. They want it for votes. They want it for power and authority and money. These people are defending the criminal network that has been put in place for decades. Guys, projection at its finest.
I do have a lot of confidence that the majority of the American people will do the right thing. And I think there cannot be very many people across this country looking right now, after all the reporting that's been done, after everything that's been said, under the pretense that they are here about immigration reform, and quit referring to these people as law enforcement. They are not law enforcement.
Okay, words directly from the governor of the state telling people that they are not legitimate law enforcement. Then what are they? This is feeding into the kidnapper narrative, guys. This is going to cause escalation. Then you have C3 here. This is an interesting one. I kind of agree with this. What do you guys think? It says Tim Walz is likely a CCP asset, the Chinese Communist Party. He's clearly purposely trying to destroy Minnesota. He went to China 20 or 30 times. He honeymooned in China. If we were being real, it's quite obvious America has a communism problem. Yes. Yes. All of the yes. Data Republican even has the top comment. There is no question about it. He brought students to China under a cultural exchange program. These things are sponsored for indoctrination purposes. Always. C3 points out it's terrifying. He was almost the vice president. Guys, if you think things are bad now, imagine if this clown, this communist asset, was the vice president. Just imagine. Tim Walz called in the National Guard to hand out coffee and donuts. That's right, guys. Here we go. The National Guard of Minnesota being utilized by the governor to support the insurrection.
These ones look the best.
Oh, cute. I've got first aid over there.
Okay.
So the Care Bears first aid van.
Okay. All right.
So I've got like BBMs, some occlusive dressings, like, I don't know, some stuff.
Okay.
So if you guys need anything like that.
Do you want some coffee, some more?
I've got some.
Okay.
What a bunch of bitch ass simps. The Minnesota National Guard is being used as a tool for insurrection. It's a shame, guys. It's a shame. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. I think that's a damn shame. But you got here 0 Hour, along with Cam today and yesterday, have really exposed the signal network that was being utilized by some of these folks in Minneapolis. But it turns out the Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan is now being reported that she is one of the admins of the signal chats that were just exposed. Guys, that means the state, the Lieutenant Governor of the state, is behind these protests. It is not organic. It is an insurrection at the very top. Again, it is my opinion that the people all the way at the top of this state that are also from members of the Uniparty federally that are coordinating this type of fraud and abuse of the U.S. taxpayer, and they're doing it for kickbacks, they're doing it for votes, and they're doing it at our expense. I believe, it is my opinion, again, it is my opinion, guys, that we are long past the start of the Civil War. The left has been at war with us since COVID. You had the Summer of Love, the riots that caused tens of billions of dollars in damages, cost the lives of dozens of people, including David Dorn, a retired law enforcement officer that was responding to his friend's shop, just trying to help them from looting it. Right? He didn't want his friend's shop to get looted. He was gunned down for a television, guys, by these nonviolent, mostly peaceful protests, also called insurrections, folks. That's it. That's all there is to it. State of Minnesota is behind this. I think the entire uniparty apparatus, the deep state, is behind it. The Minnesota Signal Group leader, identified as Amanda Kohler, is also a protest organizer and campaign strategist for Tim Walz. This being reported by the Insider Wire as well. 0 Hour has been fantastic. I agree, Karen. Doing great work out there. You got Sarnovich. If ICE backs down, and this is the danger, guys. If ICE backs down, then the terrorists in Minnesota will be on buses to another city to apply their model and attack again and again. Karen, they'll probably be on the way to St. Louis. Or they're going to be on the way to Portland, Seattle, San Francisco, Sacramento, Oakland, Los Angeles. They're going to be on the way to Atlanta. They're going to be on the way to all of these blue cities, guys. Lincoln, Omaha. It's coming to a state near you. Historic One Day may say you are correct. Yeah, guys, we cannot let this continue. We really can't. Bear with me just a second. I'm getting a message directly from the ether. Hey guys, just give me just a minute, okay? The snowstorm is causing a lot of issues and I've got to help somebody out real quick. So I'll be right back. Give me just a second, guys. Again, guys, I'm just trying to coordinate accommodations for somebody who's trying to deal with some issues with the snowstorm. So just bear with me just a second. Hey, what's up, West Virginia? Good to see you in the chat. Oh, guys, this storm has been a nightmare. LA or Seattle? Who I got? Oh, you guys must be talking about. All right, give me just another second. Oh, guys, it's been a crazy couple of days. Conspiracy theorist is just a fortune teller waiting to be proven right. That's true, Gardner. Good point. But yeah, guys, we can't back down on this. We just can't. Tim Pool posted this one out. Said masked leftists demanding people's papers. They've also set up a border, which is interesting. They set up a barricade or border. They also are detaining people and asking for people's paperwork, proof that they're not ICE.
We aren't ICE. We are not ICE. We're not ICE. Because you're fucking ICE. We're not ICE.
I'm showing my face. I'm not.
We've come to you. We're not ICE. Yeah, they've been following us for over an hour. We're not ICE.
They've been over at the protest all
We're just letting them know, and they.
Not in a nice vehicle, right?
No.
Right.
Right, get in your truck and get the fuck out. Why? Because you need to go. Confirmed ICE. Get the fuck out.
Confirmed ICE through who? We're American citizens. We're not ICE.
These are the people that you're abducting. Get out. Please go.
Because they've been following us for over an hour.
Why are you guys here? What are you here doing? Where do you live?
Where are you from?
The protest is public property. What are you talking about?
Let me see your ID. Interesting.
Did you come in that car right there?
Yeah, this truck. And they're saying we're popping up in an ICE database.
Well, then you're in it. We're not.
What's the database?
Get the fuck out of here, then. Do we look like ICE? No.
No ICE. Nothing on me. Prove it.
We're not ICE.
I don't know what.
Prove it. Guys, show me your papers. Again, the iron law of projection, guys. I gotta show it to you one more time, guys. I gotta show it to you one more time, guys. We've got merch. Iron law of projection remains undefeated, guys. These people project so hard. Pick up your merch today. These people are projecting so hard, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what else to say, guys. They're like, borders are a figment of your imagination. They erect a fence around their autonomous zone. They say you shouldn't have to show your papers to exist. And then what do they do to people in their area? They say, show me your papers.
Let me see your IDs of where you live.
No, they've been following us. That's why we got out and confronted them.
Great.
Do you think that's okay?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay. I'm
Yes,
curious
you mess with
about.
our neighborhood? Yes, 100%. Yes.
I'm curious, I guess, how you get into an ICE database.
We're not ICE. Okay, thank you. So you're messing it up.
Again, Karen points out, it's so hilariously ironic. Will Stancil yelling, just go home. It's so funny. Yes, it really is. Guys, these people are awful. Like, there's really not many other things to say about it, but you have 0 hour here again, guys. Government officials. What do we have on the Signal chat? That's right, government officials, anarchists, Antifa, gang members, journalists. Check out the Karen merch. Who doesn't need a Trump-haired dog t-shirt? All right, you know what? Good point. We have Karen merch as well, guys. Might need a Trump-haired dog shirt, a Karen shirt. The Tree of Liberty variant that all of us have. You have Shell, Rise and Grind, Faith Over Fear, the Magic Shell shirt. Also, I believe this was a Gardner design, the America Only, as well as some Patriot Dad merch. Guys, don't mess with my family. All of these other designs, as well as our Tree of Liberty design. Guys, this hoodie is going to be fire. Get one if you can. Thank you very much for your support. But guys, these people are all coordinating and attacking ICE agents across the country. This, my friends, is organized crime, not protesting. RICO. Yes, they really should RICO these people. I don't know what else. Give me a second. Yeah, but guys, it's absolutely crazy, guys. This level of coordination absolutely deserves RICO. These people need to be held accountable. They need to be arrested. They need to be thrown in prison for a very long time. And if they are the ones actively coordinating this and causing the death of people and directly trying to, I don't know, commit treason, seditious conspiracies, and the like, whatever the legal consequence is, they should get. West Virginia says, I need a design. Shell says, DM me an idea and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, guys, I will host other people's merch. I have no issue. Just let me know. I'm just waiting for a response back. Trying to get assistance for somebody who's trying to get shelter from the storm. So just bear with me. I do actually have other things that I do. I'm not just a loudmouth AI person on the internet. Just remember, guys, we're all AI. It's completely fake. You can call me AI on X all you want. All right, looks like we were able to get this person taken care of. Wonderful. All right, guys. That's right. West Virginia says AI. That's right. Patriot AI, 100%. Kara says, thanks once again, Shell. You are the best. Yes, we are glad to do it. Aladdin has assured me you are a real person. That's true. And we did have breakfast with Aladdin. It was a good time. We're all fake. We are obviously telepresencing and or possessing Optimus robots. But guys, yeah, this level of coordination, there absolutely needs to be consequences. If there are no consequences to this, guys, we are in a civil war. Do not kid yourself. Do not kid yourself. They are in a war with us. If you refuse to admit it, that's up to you. But you need to face the reality sooner rather than later. These people are at war with the country. That's it. They're also fleeing Signal because of the work 0 Hour has been doing. So that's wonderful to see. But you can see here, they're freaking out. Signal is not secure. I worked in communication. Once they figure out where we are, it's only a matter of time. Flan has been exposed. We are all effed. I need to leave this state. Apparently, Flan has been exposed. I'm sorry I ruined your Black Panther party. Cockroaches scattering. You done messed up, A.A. Ron. Oh, I prefer flan. Arrests need to be made. Yeah, arrests at a minimum. Arrests at a minimum. It's my opinion that there needs to be more permanent consequences than that, but we'll see how things go. We can't let people actively subvert and try and destroy this country and get off with a light prison sentence. Like, that's wild. Absolutely wild, guys. And then Cam Higby with another slam dunk posted. And if you want to watch the video, you can. But this is online, guys. But it is the entire manual. Training manual for how to conduct patrols and be one of these idiots. Like here, let me actually make this bigger so that you guys can see it. Do not bring your children or pets with you. That's probably a good idea. Stationary patrol. We have guidelines for foot patrol. We have patrol decision tree. Hold on. Let's back that up just a second. Unverified patrol daily chat. Arrive on the scene. Blah, blah, blah. Deploy RR. Whistle, honk, make noise, film, broadcast. ICE is here. Don't open the door. Don't sign anything. Do not speak. Speak with a lawyer. All these direct. What did he say now? Wow, wording. You know. It happens. RR. What is RR chat? I kind of want to know. Each RR chat is a little different. Will operate differently. May have different community agreements. Be respectful. Daily. There are chat emoji information, dispatch, foot patrol, hyperlocal group messenger, school transport safety spotters, license plate checker. These people are actively checking license plates, by the way, which is a crime. They have access to the license plate database. The whistles. How whistles work. Identifying abductor in vehicles. Salutes. Documenting people. Chemical first aid. What to do if you're detained as a responder. How to get RR groups connect. Rapid response. There we go. RR, rapid response. Additional resources and information. Private property signage. Verifying ICE raids. Salute formatter. Video on documenting ICE. School patrol protection how-to. Targeting location protection how-to. Example of hyper-local community agreements, and et cetera, guys. This level of coordination is wild. It is being paid for by somebody. Gardner says, don't play the messenger. Karen is one and said Aladdin confirmed manhood. Did he now? Signal chat is so effed up right now. They think everyone's a Fed. All the feds pointing at each other, a random friend, and some autistic guy. Poor autistic guy. Yeah, guys, they have no confidence in their Signal chats anymore. It's wonderful to see. Hey, guys, the conversation needs to return to what it was. The conversation was fraud, collusion, coordination between the Uniparty and these groups that are actively defrauding our agencies. Karen wanted to make a Navy joke, but he's better than that. She's better than that. I don't know. Karen, what? Well, just make the Navy joke. Like, why are you holding back? I'm used to it. But I love to see it, guys. I love to see it. Check out the profile, repost the space, please. I don't even know what we're at right now, but it's nowhere near some of these other folks. Minnesota shooting. Ah, crap. Can someone check to make sure we don't have some breaking news while we're going? We're gonna start with the memes, guys. I have a couple extra memes today. Some of them were provided by our very own West Virginia, so thank you for sending those. Shell went ahead and forwarded a lot of them. Garner says on it. Yeah, just make sure we're not missing any breaking news. Just want to make sure there isn't like another shooting, because that's pretty wild. Looks like Viva Fry says another shooting ? That'd be interesting. Speaking of the Navy, did you know we had a mobile reactor on Greenland in the 1960s? Not surprised. Makes a lot of sense. But here you have Ice Miser Rubio realizing he has to go back to Greenland after ransacking the South for the past few days. Yeah, poor Rubio. He's got so many jobs, guys. So many jobs. So many jobs. Then we have this. This was a little story. I had to pull the meme for it. It's hilarious. But Dad, what did you do when Ryanair refused to use Starlink? Oh, I just bought the whole airline. Legend. Yeah, guys, the other part of the joke is that put somebody named Ryan in charge of it. I hope he does, guys. He looked at the market cap and posted on X. Literally, the market cap is less than the money he has. He's like, maybe. Again, I apologize for the delays, but I am having to coordinate some logistics when it comes to the snowstorm for some folks. Want to make sure everyone gets to where they need to get safely. All clear. Nothing new as of now. Fantastic. Thank you for checking, Gardner. But yeah, Ryanair, guys. Do you think Elon should buy Ryanair and give it to Ryan? Put Ryan in charge of Ryanair and make them use Starlink. I hope he does. This is a kind of apt, makes sense for the current state of things going on in Minneapolis, guys. But the moment you realize you probably shouldn't have ever voted Democrat, guys. You're sitting at the urinal. You're peeing next to a dude in a dress at the urinal. Oh, guys, they did it to us. They've done it to we've done it to ourselves, guys. We allowed women to vote. We allowed betas to get pushed over, and they vote too. There's so many things going on right now, guys. But then he would own the equivalent of the European Spirit Airlines. I mean, that's true, Karen. But the meme, right? We do it for the lulz, not for the return on investment. Although, can you imagine if he turned Ryanair around and made it like a luxury brand? Oh, that would be so good. It would be so good. Logistics of where to be in the snowstorm. Now you know why we went to Venezuela. Oh, yep. I'll just leave it at that. Dyeing hair, your unnatural colors is associated with higher rates of depression and mental instability. Who would have thought, guys? Wrong button. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that people with crazy colored dye hair were a little bit less mentally stable, guys? Did anyone see this coming? He should just start Elon Air. I mean, he should, but it would be less memey. It's way funnier to buy Ryanair and put a guy named Ryan in charge and then force them to use Starlink and then turn it around and make it a luxury brand. It'll be the best airline in Europe. I think it'd be funny. I don't know. Maybe Elon Air is a good alternative too, guys. But who knew that crazy colored dye hair means that you were a little bit psycho? Actually, I think everybody knew this, guys. This was a revelation to nobody. Rothmus with this one, guys, just roasted an entire group of people. You have these protests, guys, and one day Trump got more fat women out walking than Michelle Obama did in 8 years. Oh, Kara says only once they file for bankruptcy. I accept those terms. A crane to lower the fat he's in. Fat camp. Pond for drinking water. Oh, fuck. Oh, guys, this is so good. I mean, Mikey's health initiatives didn't do a whole lot. Kara says chess, not checkers. That's fair. Also, timeline cleanse. Thank you, West Virginia, for providing these, guys. Why would humans follow us and pick up our poop? Why is she doing that? That's weird. Yes. Do they save it? Maybe for food? Why else would they keep it? Maybe to collect it. Maybe they collect it in a trash. Maybe it's a weird human religion. Maybe. Pet people, the people with fur babies, the pet stuff is so weird to me. Like, I don't get it at all. But it is what it is. Also, what side are you on, good or evil? The left. Abolish ICE. ICE are fascist. No borders except when we put them up, right? Got to remember, projection, hypocrisy. We're peaceful protesters. Easy there. They want to disarm everyone. They only want to disarm the people they don't like. Then the right, supporting the Second Amendment, defending the Constitution, responsible gun owners, guns, gun nuts, extremists, protect our rights. That's right. It's very confusing, guys. Nobody knows. They're crazy. That's really the explanation, guys. They're just crazy. Then you have this one. Heard the California governor, Newsom, and Bad Bunny were going to do a duet at the Super Bowl halftime. Is this true or fake news? I love the rainbow knee pads, by the way, there, West Virginia. Kara says, dogs are angels, and Karens like me make sure they are picked up after. That's fair. Yeah, guys, Newsom, all these governors, guys, are just doing crazy things. Also, the weirdness that's going around the Bad Bunny performance of the Super Bowl halftime, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But apparently, Trump is going to boycott it. I'm definitely not going to watch it. I don't care. Like, let's be honest, I don't care about sports at all. I don't. But it's just a weird thing to care about. Like, trying to force this whole weird trans gender fluid weirdness into the Super Bowl halftime, guys. Come on. Are you trying to kill football? Because that's how you kill football. You're going to Bud Light football. Try to erase white culture by replacing it with radicalism. I mean, that's true. Even though they're martyring white people on the altar of brown and black people. It's kind of interesting. It's a very strange time to be alive, guys, while we're dealing with insurrection, seditious conspiracy, and treason at all levels of government corruption. The Uniparty is directly coordinating, in my opinion, the setting up of these organizations to pillage the public coffers and direct the money back to them, at least partially. We have millions upon millions and millions of dollars in cash leaving Minneapolis St. Paul Airport going to Somalia, guys, without being stopped. You and I can't travel with more than $10,000 in cash, I believe it is, without declaring it. And if you do it, they're probably just going to confiscate it. But Somalians can do it. They're allowed to export hundreds of millions at this point, probably in cash. Why? Why do you think that is? Democrat playbook makes you a victim of somebody or something. Don't fall for this. That's right. That's their whole argument. You are a victim. You are oppressed. You are something. And you should stand up against it. That's their claim. Nobody understands me. I'm triggered. I'm a victim. Give me free stuff. You've offended me. It's not my fault. That's right, guys. They are all about an external locus of control. If you don't know what the locus of control is, I encourage you to learn a little more, guys. But remember, internal locus means inward responsibility. External locus is an external responsibility mechanism. These people have an external locus of control. They don't take personal responsibility or accountability for anything. That's how the left operates, guys. The right is all about internal locus, personal accountability, individual responsibility, doing what you are supposed to do, your duty to your community and to your family. And then you wonder why the people on the left are so unstable, guys. They're being told all the time that it is not their fault, that somebody else is keeping them from experiencing this utopia that they keep being told exists, that doesn't exist anywhere, guys. It just doesn't. We have a whole bunch of crispy memes. So, yeah, get ready for those. Just warning you. Like a bunch of crispy memes, guys. Brace yourselves. $1 million prize entry for the X Prize, hookers and cocaine. But why? Yeah, Oscar Mayer Wiener Lube for Democrat policies. Oh my God. Crispy. Also, Kara says civil forfeiture is a huge problem, but somehow they can operate. Yes, it's only a problem if you have the wrong letter next to your name or in your voter registration. Snowstorms on Arrakis. I don't understand this one, other than it kind of looks like one of the worms, but I don't know what's happening here, Crispy. If you're in the audience, please help. Just to piss you off, guys, Trump 2028. Could be Barron. Could be Trump Jr. Could be Eric. You never know. They just said Trump. Maybe it's Eric. 2028, guys. Just to piss you off. Oh, gosh. Why? These ones are always so wild, guys. The X-Files that Mulder was trying to expose. I think it was the Epstein files is what he's implying here, but wow. Where is Crispy? That's a good question, but if Crispy asks, guys, you could tell Crispy that I showed the memes. I will not announce my descent into madness, but there will be signs. Wow. That almost looks like Willem Dafoe with a chainsaw and a buddy outfit, but I don't know. When it's last call and you see your dream girl. Oh, guys, just don't drink alcohol. You're better off. Oh, my God. When she asked what you want to do, waka, waka, waka. The good old Muppet themes. Gotta love it. It's only just begun. I'm going full retard. Crispy. As a hair designer, apparently, or a hairstylist, hair designer. I don't know. That was last call at the Democrat convention. Probably. Although that didn't look quite Dune enough, but yeah, maybe. The dream is reality wrapped in consciousness and sprinkled with faith. Interesting. Little angelic. Oh my God. The Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile. Sorry I'm late. I just blew a load. Oh, guys, sometimes you just need a good laugh. Said Jedi mind tricks. When they wear off, you're going to be pissed. Those were the droids we was looking for. That's a good point. I never really thought about what that stormtrooper thought when he went home. It's got to be depressing. Damn it. Those were the droids. Oh, man. Nice suit, Vader. It must have cost you an arm and a leg. It's like the Full Metal Alchemist meme, but better. I like it. Karen's got some. All right, let's go, Karen. Says, I don't live in the U.S., but I think, yeah, F off. Don't care. If you don't live here, guys, your input into our political system not really being asked for at the moment. So thanks. 1770, British refugees seeking asylum in Australia are attacked by hateful, xenophobic, racist, bigoted Aboriginals who hate the asylum seekers purely because of the color of their skin. I think that one might win. Karen, that's a banger, Karen. That's a good one. I like that one. That's good. And then human biology 101, guys. If there are no chicks with dicks, only guys with tits. Yeah. Yes, that is biology 101, guys. The chromosomes don't lie, no matter how hard they want them to. Let's see. The Diary of Ilhan Omar. All right, we got a couple being submitted here by Gardner as well, and then we're going to get to our post YouTube. So again, if you're on YouTube, understand, thank you for your support. I appreciate you. But if you are on YouTube, please come to X or Rumble if you can, because there will be a couple of additional videos. There is content after the YouTube stream goes down, because these are videos I cannot play with YouTube's very strict copyright rules. It will get the stream taken down. It will get the stream demonetized, and I don't want to deal with it. So if you are on YouTube, again, thank you for your support. But start coming over to X or Rumble. Make that your regular place to attend. And you'll be able to enjoy the last couple of things. But the Diary of Ilhan Omar, when everybody else was blind to corruption, one state capitalized, importing pirates. I just realized I didn't have it on the screen. And the format's different. There we go. Importing pirates. Ilhan Omar. That's basically what happened. And then Star Wars may be Disney, but at least it isn't fully woke. Want to know how you can tell that Star Wars is better than Star Trek? Pff, sure, how? Our characters acted gay. Yours is gay. Oh, Gardner says Rumble on over to X. Well, that works too. But I was really going for this button. Yes, he's got jokes, everyone. He's got jokes. But please make sure if you are over on YouTube that you head on over to Rumble or X. X is the preferred place, guys. It is where most of the audience is. So if you wish to talk with them, you need to be over on X. Also, please go to the profile. Again, I don't know how I lost my tipping. Somehow that's gone. I don't know. But you can still go to the website, guys, patriotdad.org. You can follow the links. Buy Me a Coffee is where you can support our merch, which again, Shell merch, Patriot Dad merch, and Care merch, all live on the store. And the Men's Empowerment Network, again, is wrapping up. I need to talk to Siraj about getting those removed, but you can follow me on X, YouTube, and Rumble. Check them out, guys. Again, I will also have a couple of other ways, some Amazon affiliate and creator links and other things that I will be getting live here in the next week or two, as well as the next business that I will be starting. But that might be more under wraps. I don't think that one's going to be discussed as openly on the channel, guys, but that's okay. I appreciate... Ooh, excuse me. I appreciate your support. I do. That was a little wild. But guys, thank you very much. Also, check out the Patriot Dad family community. It's a good place. I have a calisthenics challenge right now. My body hurts. I had to shovel snow today, and my body already hurt from doing calisthenics this week. I upped my reps. I upped my number of days. I had 5 days for the week, guys. My body hurts, and then I had to shovel snow. So I am in a lot of pain right now. So, but I'm going to keep doing it. Keep doing it. I got to post the next post will be the next 30 days for the 90-day challenge, guys. The guide for the first 30 days is already pinned in the community. So check that out. And again, if you're over on YouTube, thank you very much for your patronage. But we're going to turn that off here in just a second. So head on over to X or Rumble. This is your last warning. Thank you very much. And now YouTube is off. Let's see. Refresh. Is it off? Let's make sure it's off. It is not off. Now let's turn it off. And now it's confirmed off.